Welcome back, Better Agents. Nicholas Ayers coming to you live from Better Agency HQ. And in this video, we're discussing how the best insurance agents are generating leads. Now, before we get into the video, do me a huge favor. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like this video, and if you're one of the best agents in the country, tell us down below how you are generating leads for your agency. Whenever I talk to the best insurance agents in the country, and when I say best, I mean the insurance agents that are generating millions of dollars in premium and revenue for their agency every single year, I find a lot of commonalities. The first commonality, if I were to just say what is similar between all of these agents, is they all have become experts in a particular niche. These agents aren't generalists. They're not just trying to write everybody's policy. It's not a test of who can fog a mirror. They are becoming hyper-focused on a very particular segment of their audience or their market. They become experts when it comes to the policy, the carriers, and who the customer is. And this is something that I think a lot of insurance agents need to do a better job of. If you want to go from average or mediocre to one of the best agents and generate more leads from your ideal customer, you have got to first identify who the customer is, and then you've got to become an expert in that field. Ask questions, discover pain points, hire experts. One thing that you should be doing if you're an insurance agent and you want to focus on a very particular commercial niche is hire people with that industry expertise and experience. Let's say you focus on trucking or transportation. Don't just look for insurance agents with insurance experience that you could bring onto your team. Go to that particular niche or that segment of the market and try to find people with that experience. Maybe it's truckers, maybe it's people with operations experience, people who know the language, who understand the pain points, the problems, and can articulate it back to your ideal customer. This is a perfect way to get a head start to generating the type of leads that you want more of. Another benefit of hiring people with industry expertise and experience is it's going to help you define a bulletproof value proposition that's unique to your customers. If you want to get out of the price shopping game and just being another insurance agent that your customers are getting quotes from, you need to make yourself indispensable. If you want to get more leads, if you want to get better leads from customers that actually want to buy something from you, then you need to define a bulletproof value proposition that is beyond just price shopping. These are customers that are loyal to you, that want what you have, and defining that is critical. It is key. So getting industry experts, people from that field who know how to speak the language, who know how to define what it is that they want and how they need to get it, is imperative for you to have success and to generate more inbound leads. The next commonality that I see from the very best insurance agents when it comes to generating more quality leads is they are creating and distributing valuable content where their customers are hanging out. They're creating organic content on their personal social media profiles. They're not afraid to talk about insurance on their Facebook or their LinkedIn. They know their ideal client is looking and they're researching and they're posting content where their customers are more likely to hang out or to consume content. They're creating video content, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. They're all over the place with video, and they're educating, they're providing value, and they're doing it consistently. It's not enough just to make a video or to just make 2 videos. They're making it on a regular basis, and regardless what the vanity metrics say, how many people are watching that video, they're just doing it, and they're doing it consistently. Like a TV show that's on the same time, the same channel, every single week, they're putting out content because they know that over time, it's gonna build reach, it's gonna build influence, it's establishing them as an expert in their field, and they're becoming likable, they're becoming someone that that client knows and trusts. And so they're doing this on a regular basis. They're not just making content, but they're pushing it out. They're pushing it out to their email list. They're pushing it out on social media. This is the stuff that you need to be doing if you want to generate consistent quality leads. Another tactic that agents are using successfully to generate quality leads is they're creating and managing their own Facebook groups and communities around that niche. So this could be in personal lines where you're only running a Facebook group for homeowners in a city or state. It could be on commercial where you're only getting landlords or people in the habitational market. Then they're using that as a platform to distribute content, to show expertise, to make kind of networking happen on the internet. This is a great tactic that is generating a lot of leads and making insurance agents the expert in that field, which is very critical and important. So you can do things like content distribution, you can do things like thought leadership, you can make contests, you can run all sorts of different things and tactics and gimmicks to get people in the group and to engage and to make yourself the forefront, the personality, the brand, the person that is the go-to for these types of people who are looking to solve this particular problem. This is a great tactic that not enough agents are utilizing, that you can do all throughout in every community, and it works for all segments, all lines of insurance, regardless of what it is that you focus on. The next thing that successful agents are doing online to generate leads is they are doing the pay-to-play program on the ad networks. They're not just creating content and letting it sit idle collecting dust, but they're making content and they're using paid networks like Facebook, like LinkedIn, like Google, YouTube, all the above, and they're pushing that content out. They're not afraid to pay to play. Here's the thing, insurance is the most competitive keyword on the internet. It's the one that attracts all the big spenders. Geico, Progressive, everybody is spending money, and it's driving the cost to advertise on these platforms up and up and up. Insurance is the most expensive word to play with, so you've got to get very niche focused, and instead of just doing insurance broadly, make it towards your niche. So if it's motorcycle riders, if it's boat owners, if it's homeowners, if it's people in a particular commercial field or industry, you need to pay to play. This is the distribution game when it comes to your content. Don't just make content and let it sit on a shelf and expect people to find it in 9 years and want to do business with you, but force it down their throats, make them have to see it, make them have to know who you are, pay to play to distribute. Dedicate $10, $15, $20 a day, whatever your budget allows, and just push out the content. Play the game in the ad network auction so you can show up in more frequency, in higher frequency, and that you can be seen by your ideal customer. The fifth thing that the most successful insurance agents are doing to generate the most amount of leads is really a no-brainer. They're creating centers of influence amongst their customer groups. This works for personal lines, whether it's somebody in local politics, somebody who sits on the PTA board, somebody who coaches the Little League team, it doesn't really matter. Somebody of influence that's going to help them attract more customers just like them. It can also work on commercial lines. The person who leads the Chamber of Commerce, who heads up the local networking group, the person who is head of a trade association. All of those things, they're finding the centers of influence, the people that they can leverage, they can groom, they can train, they can befriend. They're going to help refer them more business. You should be creating referral networks amongst all of your customers. You should be segmenting your customers in A, B, and C tiers, and you need to figure out how do you get your C clients into your B group? How do you get your B group into your A group? This is constant grooming, constant massaging. You need to be working your centers of influence, because here's the thing, referrals are great, but referrals can't scale. Referrals are just the icing on the cake. It's just the garnish to the main entree. You shouldn't just be living and dying by referrals, but you should be doing all these other tactics to help generate more leads, whether it's creating content, whether it is becoming experts in hiring people and putting out constant messaging, but you need to be also leveraging referrals to build that pipeline so that you can have a constant flow of leads that you really need to hire more producers to work, and you're just growing your agency. This is great for agents that are trying to grow the agency and they need more leads. If you're just gonna stay stagnant, then this isn't for you. If it's just a lifestyle business, it's not for you. This is for the agents that really want to grow and are committed to growing. And here's the thing about commitment to growth is it requires a ton of sacrifice. You're gonna have to spend money where you normally weren't spending money. You're gonna have to give it more than just a 3-week test or a 3-month test. You're gonna have to be committed to this. You're gonna have to put it all there. You're gonna have to put everything on black and let it ride. This is not something that you just experiment with. This is something that becomes a model of your business. This is how you do business in your agency. So if you want consistent leads, if you want quality leads, then you need to be doing all of this in tandem, and you need to be doing it over time. Nothing happens like that. It does take a moment to get things running. You have to create momentum, and that doesn't happen overnight. So thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure, again, you're subscribed to the channel. We're putting out content on a regular basis that's gonna help you have more agency success. Like this video, comment down below, let me know what you think, and we'll see you again on the next video.